Brews and Banter.
Hi, Frank.
Hey, Roman.
How you doing?
Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
This is our Christmas episode. This will be a Bromantic Christmas.
I can see we got
the whole family here.
we got candles, Christmas tree.
Yeah. Well, there's a budget, so we even got our.
I got the shirt from Frank today.
Yeah, we got our shirts. We got our plastic wine glasses because it's a budget. But we're gonna have beer in the wine glasses.
Yeah.
We're on a budget here because we got the new studio, new label on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, table label.
Things are progressing.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, Merry Christmas, Bucky and Roman.
Merry Christmas.
And our little tree with the little beer ornaments.
Booze tree.
Yeah, or beer tree. That's our beer tree.
Beer tree.
Yeah. So what are we drinking?
That's coined already.
Yeah.
So we're drinking Focal and Banger, the Alchemist Vermont. Focal Banger is an American indie pale ale. We have a real love for IPAs here at the Alchemist, and we strive to offer you the best hop experience that we possibly can. This beer is brewed using Citra and Mosaic hops and our favorite British malts. Truly abundance of hoppy goodness. Freshness and control have always been my main concern when it comes to our beer. We are committed to providing you with an unfulfilled and unpasteurized hop experience. Why do I recommend that you drink it through the can? Quite simple. To ensure a delightful, we're not going to drink it from the can, delightful hop experience. That's for another time.
We're rule breakers.
We got, yeah. Ooh, rebels. The act of pouring it in a glass smells nice, but it releases the essential hop aromas that we have worked so hard to retain. That's right, we got these curvy sidewalls. We're good. If you must pour it into a glass, you may find that some of the hop resins have settled to the bottom. Leave them in the can when pouring. This beer is a perishable, and it is best when it is young, fresh, and hazy. Keep it cold, but not ice cold. Drink this beer today. You could be dead tomorrow. John Kimmich.
Yeah, so we'll have some of this in the can to begin with because we can only fit like fucking 4 ounces in there.
We'll put some here and here.
Yeah. But he said not to do it in the glass.
It says
don't stick it in my glass.
Solar powered brewery. Okay, so there's some green. They're 100% independent and family owned. And says, don't be a douchebag, recycle this can.
Yeah, words to live by.
So go to alchemistbeer.com and check out their website and all kinds of beers that they have.
Yeah.
This was from my brother when I was in Boston. So thank you for hooking us up.
Yes, thank you. And I'm going to try this. I can already smell it from the opening.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe it's the shirt. The shirt augments the scent.
What are we pouring for?
We got to have it out of the can first because John said so.
Okay.
So,
John said so.
We'll just do it ourselves. Ting.
Yeah, cheers.
Ting. All right. Yep. It's an IPA.
It is. Pretty sharp, right?
Yeah, with the 2 different kinds of hops. Mosaic and Citra. So, either way, pretty good. Matches our label, right?
With what did they say? With
Mosaic and Citra.
British malts.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, man, I need a D-rag.
You need a D-rag for the D-bag?
I'm a D-bag.
Yeah. Well, while you're up, grab a bottle of beer.
Bottle?
Yeah.
Which bottle?
I don't know. There's one in there. Just grab a bottle. Just fucking do it. You're looking at me like I got a dick coming out my head.
I understand. What?
Grab a bottle of beer.
The glass bottle?
Do you have a can bottle? I mean, do you have a metal bottle? Like, grab the glass bottle.
For what?
Just do it, Roman.
I don't know if we're supposed to use these.
Whose are those? Oh, those are... Don't we have the other ones I had here?
No.
Oh, well, sons of bitches.
D-bag.
All right, well...
D-bag.
I thought I had some of the Southern Tier 2 Xmas here.
Maybe they're in the box somewhere.
Well, then I will give you your... You like... What's your favorite color, red or black? Of those two, red or black?
Out of which two?
Red or black.
Oh, I thought you were like pointing at something out of those
this
two.
is so difficult.
I like I'll go with black.
Good. Here's your Christmas present.
Oh, you got a Christmas present?
Yeah.
Where's
So that's why we need a bottle. And since you didn't get me a gift, I bought one for myself. Here, I got the red one. But these things, I tried it out at home already.
Is it shoot far?
No. I mean, it'll hit you in the forehead.
Can I shoot you with this?
We don't know because we don't have any bottles.
Pew, pew.
You're supposed to.
Do I need a license for this?
No, you're supposed to cock this thing back.
Oh, okay.
And then you open the beer,
bottle,
and the cap stays in there. And you pull the trigger.
Ah, look at this.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot your fuzzy little face though.
That's you're so thoughtful buying guns and shit.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. Cap gun.
It's pretty cool.
It's funny because isn't the slang is I'll pop a cap in your ass or something like that?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's where it came from. They were talking about beer caps.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
I need a sip of, but
Oh yeah, I gotta do this too.
I'm waiting for you.
You gotta put your pinky out though when you drink it.
Oh, copy that.
So, what's your story? Oh, after your sip,
Yeah,
pinky out.
pinky out.
Good. Plastic. Fuck.
He said, "Don't pour it in the glass." That's plastic.
Well, we're gonna drink it quick enough to not have to worry about these hops and shit. So,
So when I first moved to Massachusetts, I was still in high school, and two of my younger brothers were going to middle school, and it's a new area for us. We lived in Lynn, kind of ghetto, and so we walked from school home, and being in a new neighborhood, just be safe. You know, they're young kids, so I would walk from high school to their school, pick them up, and then we would walk home. And so I came across these guys on the sidewalk. They were just standing there. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but anyways, so we walked by and they just started shit with us. Like we didn't do anything.
as guys will.
Yeah, and in the back of my mind, I was like, something might happen. Like I had a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So they were swearing and everything, and like calling us names. And so I told my brothers, "No, don't worry. We'll just keep walking. Ignore them." So we ignored them. So next day we're walking home. Now there's 4 guys instead of 3.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? And it looked like they were waiting for us.
They're like gremlins. They multiply.
Well, I didn't say a word back to them, so I don't understand.
The day before?
Yeah, when they were talking shit to us. I don't understand why they just decided to pick on us. So anyways, and I have like the way they were moving, like the body language just kind of felt like they were going to fight us. So I told my brothers, I said, take my backpack and whatever happens, don't get involved in the fight.
Just run
okay?
home, yeah.
So just leave.
How old are these guys? Your brothers?
Well, they're in middle school, so
Like 10, 12?
12.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I walk up. My brothers are to the side, and it's on the sidewalk. There's a road, and there's like some kind of a store with fence. And they started to surround me. I was like, all right, definitely going to be a fight. And one guy's like, bro.
Could have been a circle jerk, and you're the pivot man.
Yeah. So they surround me, and then one guy is like, brought my cousin to fuck you up, Like, I didn't say anything to you. And so I wasn't talking back. I was just running scenarios in my head. So as soon as the first guy charged at me, he had a hat. So I kind of like parried him. I covered his head with the hat. And I punched him so fucking hard. I think I broke his eye socket. I don't know, whatever. But he just fucking dropped. And so the other guys so I got out of the circle, right? So he was my exit. So I get out of the circle, and now I'm keeping my enemy in front of me. So I'm kind of like circling around. So as they charge me, I'm defending, I'm fighting, returning the punches, blows, and kicks and all that shit. So anyways, I've defended myself against these guys. And now I'm leaving, and they're kind of trying to gather themselves up to come after me as my brothers and I start to like quickly walk away. And I heard this guy who was walking on the sidewalk. He's like, this dude just fucked you guys up. You want to go after him? And I see them like speeding up, and they're like, oh, fuck, guys, let's run.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they had anything to like pull a knife.
Right.
Who knows? I don't want to risk my brother. So we run into this like convenience store. I was like, hey man, call the cops. He goes, get out of here. I want nothing to do with this. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And
your baggage, man. Your bad baggage.
Luckily,
when you go in there,
one of my friends he wasn't even like close friend yet. He was in my history class. And he was in the store and he's like, hey, Roman, what's going on? I'm like, these guys are like after us. I just fought them. And he was like, hey, leave them alone or I'll fuck you guys up. And when the guy was like, he's like, next time I see, I'm going to pop a cap in your ass. Mm-hmm. That's what reminded me of that.
It's probably that. I mean, these fuckers are 16 years old.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what age they were. So his cousin was definitely older than we were.
Yeah, so he must feel like a real man beating up little kids.
So then my cousin and I, we got off a bus. We were there was no school buses. So you either walk to school or you can take public transportation. So we took public transportation from school back. And my cousin and I were walking on the sidewalk. And this kid that I covered his head and punched him.
The non-cap in the ass guy.
Yeah.
Right.
He walked by me and I thought I recognized him. And I was like,
well, you didn't see like this fucking lazy eye and his fucking face dragging from the broken bone.
His face was swollen.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, man. And I was like, fuck.
No. Hey, man, like that is friendly.
I turn around. And he's like, well, he goes, hey, man, you're a pretty good fighter.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, man. I go, hey, man. I said, I apologize for that.
Mm-hmm. When you say, hey, man, it's either like, I love you or you're a good fighter.
Well, I don't know. He's like, hey, man.
Yeah, well, if it was like that, then it's going to be a fight.
So you just had a fight with this guy a couple weeks prior, and then he tries to get your attention again. So I apologized. And
you apologized for him jumping you?
I apologize for... I don't know what I did, but his face was bruised.
I don't give a fuck. I'd say you do it again, the other side's going to get it.
I know,
I'm not going to apologize.
I don't know. I kept it. I thought maybe I could just kind of smooth things out. I don't want them to like jump my brothers when I'm not around.
Well, I mean,
so
or they're going to get their ass whipped by you again.
Yeah, I wanted to be nice.
Yeah,
but
I didn't grow up in a bad spot like that. But
my cousin was like, "The fuck was that all about?" I was like, "I'll tell you later."
I mean, I've been to bad spots. I didn't grow up like that, so I guess I don't know what that etiquette is like. But when people fuck, we always try to diffuse or
oh yeah,
now we're like that fucking guy who gets shot, that United Healthcare guy. We like deny, diffuse, defend, or whatever you want to. Like that's what you do when there's a fight.
That was on his shells, right? Like bullet casings.
Yeah.
Did they know what the motive was?
Not yet. The guy, I watched it. It might have been CNN. I saw a clip of someone in the jail cell where this guy's being held, and I guess he has this influence on a bunch of people. Like social media kind of like thing. So then I saw in New York City, there's Post-it stickers like 8.5 by 11 on Transformers and stuff in New York City, saying wanted, and they're pictures of healthcare CEO or not healthcare CEOs, but CEOs all over the country.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, like there's some sort of following for this, I guess. But anyway, in the prison, they went and interviewed some people. I guess they didn't talk to this guy, but they're talking to them like, what's he like? And, the guy's been there a fucking day, right? Mm-hmm. But then they're outside the prison and the lady on the TV is talking to her co-host there in the thing.
Yeah.
And they're watching the show on TV in the prison.
Yeah.
So she's asking them a question because this reporter can see them from outside the prison.
They can hear them, not see them.
No, they're watching TV.
No. I know the video you're talking about. They can see her on TV, but the reporter that's outside cannot see them, but he can hear them.
Right. So she is asking them a question on the TV, and they're yelling it out the window for the guy to answer her back.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, man?
They're like, do you want him there or you want him out of there? They're like, no, we don't want him here. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, the guy...
but they didn't want him there not because they don't like him. Yeah. They want him because they're telling them they want him in a better place, I think.
Oh,
like a nicer place because he got no TV. Like he's like a healthcare Robin Hood, except he didn't actually give anything to anybody.
I heard that
what a fucking mess though. How do you do that?
I heard a lot of CEOs beefed up their securities.
Well, I mean, no one should get murdered. The guy's got a family. He's got kids. Like, and there's a lot of, you watch some of these independent podcasts that we talked about all the way up to the election. There's a lot of these people that are like happy and like they're rejoicing that this guy got shot and killed. I'm like, well, There might be a message that some people are happy about, but I still don't believe you should celebrate the death of someone like that.
Yeah, I mean that. Like
the death of Bin Laden, fucking celebrate it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that's he's U.S. citizen. He's got kids. Prosecution, that's fine, but like,
I don't agree with how the healthcare system works for sure.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when you're getting these people that get these, I don't know the numbers. I'm pretty good with numbers, and I can do all that, but I didn't look that deep into it because I just don't give a fuck. But like, if this health, it's the biggest one in the world. If it's like, if they're making,
I thought Blue Cross Blue Shield was big.
I don't know. If they're making, 40 billion profit or where the fuck the number is, can't you just make 30 billion profit and be good with accepting the other 10 billion for people that need life-saving shit? Like, instead of giving your CFO or whoever, your CEO or your president or COO, whatever, like these mega bonuses. Like, I mean,
well, we talked about some of these corporations. They make so much money.
Like Wall Street.
They rather give themselves bonuses than reinvest back into the company or maybe make it easier for people who pay those fees for you to be rich.
Yeah. And like Ukraine, I get so pissed off. I heard, I was watching Piers Morgan, I think, and I heard some Ukrainian lady on there. And she's, I don't even know what her stance is, but she's just talking about the war. But then she's like saying bad shit, like, well, because we have these restrictions on the weapons that are given to us, we can't use it, and it's really a detriment. I really wish, and she's saying all these things like, you just got free fucking weapons, and that's not even good enough. Like they're not even appreciative that you even have anything to defend yourself.
Well, I think some of the weapons they don't want them to use right now because if they do, it escalates us further.
Well, I think they've lifted that. They're allowed to now.
Who lifted?
Well, like U.S. and Germany and the U.K. So now you can strike deep into Russia. They lifted the restrictions on those weapons, but she was complaining at the time that they had those restrictions in place. So she's like complaining, like, "All right, well, fine, we'll just take them back, and then you can fucking deal with it." How about that?
I think I'm sure she's probably bringing that up from frustration of not being able to like defend.
No, and that's exactly why she's bringing it up.
Yeah.
But you're also getting free shit. So if you don't have it, you can't do anything. So, 1% of fuck all is fuck all. Yeah. It just like,
it's kind of like you have it, but you're like, fuck, I can't use it. It's like
she's not even using it. She's just there like reporting on it. But like, this whole thing's a mess. Do you have those hypersonic missiles?
No.
So this is impressive. So there's this thing called, I don't know, Russia calls it Olshnek or whatever the fuck the word is, but it's also called hazel tree. So I don't really know how the fuck they arrive at shit like this.
Hazel tree?
Like the name of the missile. It's a hypersonic missile that travels at Mach 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so it could go like, I'll get the information because I saw it today, and I'm like, holy fuck. And that's why people in Russia has these hypersonic missiles. They used once, and they're going to do it again, I think.
Against Ukraine?
Yeah, but their hypersonic missiles are nuclear capable. So like,
they would put nuclear head on the.
They're capable. They could do it, but the issue here is that it travels so fucking fast that like, how do you have time to defend? And these are not water launched. These are land launched, I think.
So Mach 10 speed is. Let's see.
I have it here.
Oh, you have it?
It's right here. So the missile that reached Ukraine from Russia had a top speed of over 11 Mach before hitting its target. So that's 8,400 miles per hour or 2.3 miles per second.
Wow.
Yeah. So now the U.S. has a hypersonic missile that it's been in development for a while, but they've tested it, and the U.S. missile is comparable. But there's still studies that are in the gray area. Like they don't really know how far it's going to go, things like that. But the U.S. missile, they said could reach Mach 17. Jeez. I mean, holy shit.
Did you watch the last Top Gun?
Yes.
Remember when he was trying to reach Mach 10?
Yeah.
On a plane? Yeah. And then it exploded. He ejected. Yep. Shows up in the diner. He's like, what country am I in or something like that?
Yeah. It's I mean, that's a new because that could eliminate.
Imagine
nuclear.
How fast that is from looking at it from one spot. Like you are stationary, and something flies by you at that
Like, what the
speed.
fuck was that? Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Did you sneeze? You burp? Like, what the fuck was that? Yeah.
You blink, you
Yeah.
miss.
You fart because I smell something. No, that's jet fuel.
Yeah.
Fucking past you. Like,
Yeah, that's jet fuel from something that passed you 5 minutes ago.
so yeah, that's a problem. And there's no known weapons right now, defense weapons that can defend against these.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing Uber once. Like as a
How is this a segue? What the fuck?
I'll explain to you. as a driver, I was just curious, like what's the experience is like.
Mm-hmm.
I did two rides and there's money there I never cashed in. I don't even know how.
So you drove two people.
I drove two people. Yeah. Just out of curiosity. I was
No, if you're gonna do that, it's got to be bar closing, half drunk girls, or all drunk girls.
I said like I'll try it, but I don't want to go out of my way to try it. So if I'm driving home and someone is on the way, I'll do it. So I picked this one guy up. He was going to a recruitment show, like a job fair.
Oh,
And he works for
so it was during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He works for Lockheed Martin. And he started telling me about this. They're recruiting people for this new advanced technology that is designed to point lasers at missiles that are targeted at our country. And then the laser follows the missile from far away so that our missiles can strike where the laser is pointing.
Right.
And I was like,
It's like throwing a football pass. You just gotta like throw it to where the receiver's gonna end up so you can catch it.
right. So like you keep the laser on that rocket from the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And where the laser points, our missile strikes that.
Yeah.
So even though it's a moving target.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
You know, that would be like you'd be like that lady from Austin Powers. She said, "Fire the lasers!" Like that's what the button would say.
Exactly.
Every time you hit the button, he said, "Fire the lasers!"
Someone did a meme with that when every time they wanted to change the subject and during politics, like debates and shit like that. Anyways, that's why I talked about Uber. So it was interesting. Like I mean,
I don't want to talk to people like that. Like I don't want to be in the car. Like, you know, like I'll like a little slide. Like, talk to me, yes or no. Because I really don't care. I mean, I don't need to talk to people, but I can if you want me to. And some people, I feel like I annoy you. Like
you have like this technology where you mute people, so when they talk, they hear themselves, but you don't hear anything.
yeah, well, if they want to talk, just let me know. Like I'll just be there and looking at the meter, and like green light means yes, talk to me.
How cool would that be to have that technology?
It's what do you mean technology? I ask you want to talk to me or not?
No. Like, if I don't want to hear you anymore, like you're talking, I'm like, fuck, this guy's full of shit. And
you do it now. Just unplug that fucking cord.
You just like push the button or something on your phone, and you don't hear them.
You can. You got mute now. We could put headphones on Bucky. You could talk to him.
That's funny. His name is Bucky.
He's already hammered. I think Bucky's gonna have to get a facelift. Like
What is he, an elf?
Like a new face. Yeah. Well, he's fucking 2. Like, he's barely bigger. Like,
I don't know if he's an elf or a dinosaur.
Yeah, but you could call him an elf, or if we just took a picture of him, he'd look like a fucking giant next to the Christmas tree.
That's a good movie, Elf.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to get a face, so we got to give him a new face.
All right.
But yeah, I saw Elf, and I just watched it, just the one part the other day where he burps. Where he burps forever, and he's like, "Did you hear that?" Like,
or when he walks into an elevator and just fucking presses all the buttons. Isn't that beautiful? It's spaghetti with syrup.
I saw some of Will Ferrell today on Instagram. It was he's playing Alex Trebek on Saturday Night Live, and they're doing Jeopardy, and I forget the other comedian name, but he was Sean Connery, so he's got like a Scottish accent.
Yeah,
but then it's like it said Japan U.S. relations. And so Alex Trebek is like, next category. And the guy buzzing, I'll say Jap anus relations. And Will Ferrell's just like,
who is the actor that plays Sean Connery?
I forget his name. Did you hear me say?
Sorry.
I don't know his name.
I like
Daryl Hammond, maybe?
I like it when he goes, your mother for 500.
Yeah. He's pretty funny.
He's funny.
Might be Daryl Hammond. But yeah, it's
that's a good
Will Ferrell's pretty good, but I don't know about his new movie. He's got some new movie out about his I think it was a producer that's his best friend or one of his friends that has come out of the closet as transgender or something. I don't fucking know.
If he ever plays a serious role, I'll have a hard time accepting, like seeing him serious.
I'd like to see him play a psycho, like a killer that's like normal dad during the day, and then just like
always like a family man.
Yep.
What's that movie? Where
it was Mr. and Mrs. Smith with
no, that's Brad Pitt.
The one with Kevin Costner.
No,
he's a professor.
No, the one where he's like he's got kids, but they're not his own kids.
Is he an assassin?
No,
I don't fucking know. There's a lot of movies with
Mark
kids.
Wahlberg plays in it.
Stepdad? Yeah, with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about assassins. I don't know why you went there.
No, I'm saying like he's like that. He's like a family man, kind of has an office job,
but that's part comedy. And then make it serious,
right? But then he's an assassin.
The accountant with was it the accountant with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, it is.
Where he was like a killer. I don't know if he was necessarily an assassin, but he was a killer. I mean, I guess sort of the same thing, but he wasn't like a killer for pay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he just killed people, and he did something in the technology industry where he made a fucking bunch of money. He didn't have to work.
Did you watch Will Ferrell's movie with Mark Wahlberg, the other guys?
Yeah, it was over there. The cops.
Yeah.
He's playing Little River Band.
When he's like, he didn't want to be the person he used to be before.
Yeah.
And he was like a gangster.
Yeah, right.
And Mark Wahlberg was like, "That's your wife?"
Yeah.
Like,
was
why?
it Eva Mendes?
Yeah. He was a wife.
Mark Wahlberg's pretty fucking funny. Why?
I wanted to bring something up regarding beer.
I wanted to bring something up regarding semen.
Of course you would.
Well, no, this is a serious question.
So you know how we mentioned Beer Babes Family not too long ago, and we talked about what their nonprofit organization is, what their cause, what they do. So they gave their 2024 grant to a brewery this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So the brewery is Mindscape Fermentations from Rocklin, California. And their website is mindscape-fermentations.com. So that was Beer Babes grant winner. So that's nice.
I didn't realize they did grants like that.
Yeah, they're nonprofit, so all the stuff that all the funds they collect goes into this grant, and then they give it away per their website. They give it away once a year.
Just to breweries?
I think women-owned breweries.
Mm-hmm. Good for them. That's a great cause.
Yeah.
And I know we talked to, Roxy. I don't know if that's...
Excuse me. Go ahead.
You want to wipe off the microphone or something?
That's my microphone, so I do whatever I want.
That was wet. Roxy is, and we've talked to, some of these ladies, but Roxy, I don't know if that's a real name, but that's what she is on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Roxy Liquid Dream. But yeah, it's a good cause.
Roxy and
Brews with Bierkowski.
Brews with Bierkowski. Yeah, I think that them two are like the founders.
Yeah. And they got the Real Beer Vixen and Celtic Aphrodite and
yeah, they have a lot. Yeah. you're just mentioning all Instagram names.
it's like a football team. We're just gonna name it off. Starting running back is.
By the way, I like this movie.
Yeah, this is good.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Well, it fits us, right? Sometimes we're not necessarily smart and smarter. We're just less dumb and dumber.
I wouldn't be that dumb, though. I wouldn't turn away a bus full of fucking models, swimsuit models.
Yeah, it depends. I don't know what it depends on, but I'm sure there's something.
Even my son was like, "What?"
Yeah, you got to add another sausage to the party, right? Is that what he said?
I don't know. I don't remember. No, he said, some two lucky guys.
No, your son.
Oh, my son?
Yeah, didn't he say add another sausage to the party or something? Yeah.
Yeah. When he was. Oh boy. So this looks pretty good.
Yeah, the label looks good. I don't know what it's going to look like on camera because it's a little shiny.
That's all right.
Let's get back to my semen.
All right.
Well, not my semen. My semen question.
My my wife's friend said, "Who is that other guy that's on the podcast with Roman?" And she's like, "That's Frank." She's like, "I want to be friends with him."
Dude, I don't think she knows what she's getting into. It's like sort of like signing a death warrant, you know. But so your semen. I wanted to know, and this is a serious question. I was just thinking about today. I mean, I know we do fucked up things in here, but like, can you eat your semen? First of all, would you eat your own semen? And would it help you survive? I mean, I know you do it for fun now, but would it help you survive in a survival situation? Like, I don't know how many calories are in this stuff.
I don't think you can survive off semen.
Well, I didn't say survive, but help. Like, I mean,
I don't think you can help.
Because first of all, I think you need to drink a lot of water to get a lot of sperm, right? And you have to have some sort of liquid.
I don't know.
But I don't know if it's something you could...
I know your body produces like in millions per minute.
Of sperm?
Sperm cells, yeah.
So if I waited like fucking 120 minutes, I got 120 million?
Yeah, you heard a term blue balls?
Well, yeah, but that's because you didn't... That's because there's some back pressure there.
Yeah.
The relief valve was closed.
Yeah. Relief valve.
Yeah, if you got a pop-off valve, it'd just go. No, this is... like, I just don't know if you could do that.
I don't think so.
Like, I've read about people that, like, not necessarily in a survival thing, but, like, people that are ultra into nature and, like, organic. They pee on their hands and they use it in their hair or something like this to wash.
What?
Yeah. You don't have the problem, but
yeah,
some of us still have hair, but by choice.
I'll pee on your hands if you need it for your hair.
And I'll rub it on your head.
You might lose your hair.
I'd pee on you if you got stung by a jellyfish. I'd pee on you I'd pee on you for sleeping. I don't give a fuck. You wouldn't have to say the matter.
No. If a snake bites my ass, would you suck the venom out?
Of the snake or your ass?
I said if the snake bites my ass, not if I bite the snakes.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where is it? Is it close to the hole?
Now I know what kind of friend you are.
I mean, as you get closer to the hole, there's closer to no. You know, like...
That's the red zone.
I mean, if it's on outer cheek, I mean, like... But you get close to I might get a plunger and... I don't know. I mean... I'm pretty loyal like that, but I try to find someone else first, and then I'm like, all right, fuck, I guess I got to do it.
Sit tight. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, how long we got here? Like, okay, if this guy's not going to... Because I could pay someone... I'll go find someone. Hey, man, I got a buddy. He's got this issue. Can I pay you to do this? I mean, I'm going to fucking record the whole thing, by the way.
Hurry up. My battery's at 2%.
No, I'm fucking charging it wherever I'm going. I'm going to be sure. I don't know. I mean, the ass isn't so bad. If you get bit somewhere else, like in that area or in the front, you're on your own, buddy. I mean, I'll cut a nut off for you.
Did you see it? Did you see this shirt that says it's not gay if it's TSA?
What's TSA mean?
TSA at the airport.
What's that mean? Oh, because they're patting you down and stuff? Oh.
Yeah. So there was a guy at the airport. Uh-huh. He's going through the security check and his shirt is like a stick figure.
So he's going through TSA?
And there's like a guy tapping his legs and it says it's not gay if it's TSA.
Is the TSA guy laughing?
And TSA guy is checking him, is like doing this and he's standing there is like
so someone's that's fucking perfect. Yeah. I love those things where the people don't know what they're getting recorded. Yeah.
Or there was one woman, she was going through the security check and her friend or husband, someone, I don't know, put a dildo in the bag. So the security TSA guy opens he goes, he like closes, like looks, it's like, bitch, come on. And she's embarrassed. She's like, oh my God. No.
I'm going to do that to your bag. I'm going to go through TSA with your bag.
Don't touch my bag.
You think we could bring Bucky with us? What would they do if they open up a fucking mannequin?
You do that.
I'm just happy with the quality of him.
It's a legit.
He's like, what do you call that?
It's a mannequin from a store, right?
Yeah, but like he's got like detailed fingernails and shit. But what is that material? Like epoxy?
No.
He's not this bullshit styrofoam plushy thing. He's like hard.
I don't know. Maybe like a dense wood or like...
maybe it's a wood with epoxy over it. Epoxy coated wood.
It's got some kind of polish on it.
He's hard. He's hard and shiny.
I'm trying to think of... what is that? It's like
Polymer?
a casting material. I don't know what it is.
Plaster?
You mix it with water and it hardens.
Plaster?
Something like that.
Concrete? You mix that with water and hardens.
Sure. I saw this article I wanted to talk about. We were talking about security. Excuse me. FBI warns iPhone and Android users to stop sending texts. Do you hear about this Chinese hacking group that's been attacking a lot
Yep.
lately? You heard about it?
I heard about. I'm like, well, who wants to fucking hack my shit?
Excuse me.
I got nothing going on.
So recently, Apple has pushed the adoption of RCS. So
That's what the iPhone update does.
Right. So I'm Android user, you're Apple user. So if you were to send me a video, it's like pixelated. The quality is terrible.
Sorry to interrupt you, but so I know that because we took that video last week with Jessica, and you said the video quality wasn't that good, but it was good on my phone. Like if they came up with like a little recap, the video quality is phenomenal. So, but I sent it through Signal, right?
Well, through Signal shouldn't matter.
Yeah, so I that's what I'm saying. Like, but you had said like, oh, it looks pixelated, but like,
no, not pixelated. It looked, it didn't have
grainy,
like sharp corners. It was soft.
Yeah, but it looked good on my phone. So whatever. Yeah, go back to start.
Yeah. So Apple adopted this RCS messaging. So now,
really can't.
When you send me videos and things like that, really, yeah. When you send Apple to Android videos, now they come out clear quality. But before, like photos or videos, it was really downgraded.
So RCS makes it clear quality.
Yeah, that's why like between Android users, when you message something, it was always good quality. But when you would receive it from Apple, it was terrible. So they recently adapted that. Anyways, it says timing is everything. Just as Apple adopts of RCS had seemed to signal a return to text messaging versus the unstoppable growth of WhatsApp. Then along comes a surprising new hurdle to stop in its tracks. While messaging Android to Android or iPhone to iPhone is secure, messaging from one to the others is not. So like if you message me something through a regular, what do you call it? The text,
iMessages or
like if you send me a message through
cellular,
through your designated text messaging app with the phone, it's not secure. So now even the FBI and CISA, the U.S. Cyber Defense Agency, are warning Americans to use responsibly encrypted messaging and phone calls where they can. The backdrop is the Chinese hacking of U.S. networks that is reportedly ongoing and likely larger in scale than previously understood. Fully encrypted comms is the best defense against this compromise, and Americans are urged to use that whatever possible. So there's the network cyber attacks attributes to the Salt Typhoon is the name of this Chinese group. Yeah. But then they go on and talk about how even though they recommend this, they are worried that there's these. So like Apple encrypts all their messages, right? WhatsApp, Signal, all that stuff. They're now saying that it's good, but we need access to it.
Who's saying that?
FBI.
Right. So why do we got to use anything else if we're currently using Apple that's already encrypted?
And they're always using this scare tactic. They're saying, don't you want us to catch pedophiles and terrorists and stuff like that?
Right.
Like,
don't you want to make our job easier so we can get overpaid to do less?
Well, and then we can invade your privacy.
Right, yep.
It's like, I want you to catch the bad guys, but not for the price of giving up my privacy.
Yeah, but or you know what? Or if you need money, just tap into my bank account if you need to pay to catch the bad guys also. Like they just fucking want shit. Like they want to invade everything.
I know. It's like, it's ridiculous. I spoke to this FBI agent and he was in cybersecurity.
What about this?
Recently? Not recent. Well, within a year.
Oh.
And I told him the measures I take to protect my privacy, and he didn't fucking like it. You know what he said? So I told him, like, I use Signal and I use private paid email service and all that stuff. He said, "Oh yeah, pedophiles use that." I said, "I said, dude, that's not gonna fucking work on me."
Yeah.
Just because I make your job harder, and no, I don't make your job harder.
First of all, you're not. Yeah, they
Right.
shouldn't be searching. You're not
Right.
the problem.
Right. But people should not give up their privacy
No,
just because
Well-
you want control over things.
I think pedophiles should absolutely give up their privacy. I'm saying about people that are not criminals.
Yeah.
should not give up their privacy.
Absolutely. And I think 100% pedophiles, terrorists, whatever, all the bad guys
Go admit to it.
need to be caught,
Go admit to it.
need to be caught, need to be prosecuted,
Yeah.
whatever, cut their dick off. I don't care. But I am not okay with you doing this, with saying that all citizens of the United States need to give up their privacy.
Fuck off.
No, not happening.
Fuck off.
They don't like it because if they request something, they want the information. And my conversation with someone is private. Whatever I text you
Right.
on Signal, I want that to stay between us,
But
not
it's
something
it's
that.
not holy signal or
Yeah.
holy.
And then if you get access to something like that, how do I know that this is only used for legal purposes? How do I know that you will not? You would not. What's the word?
Share,
Not share, but like
divulge.
you take advantage
Right.
of this. Like remember Snowden,
Yeah.
whistleblower, when he said that people were just looking at people, other people's text messages, listening to their conversations, and they could find out things about their wives, their girlfriends, their whatever boyfriends. It's like, no, like it's not free for all.
Yeah,
You
fuck
don't-
it. That's basically like, just go ahead and put a camera in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Watch us do whatever we want. But Signal, there was a problem with that.
What?
The fucking lady released shit and or whatever it was. Like it wasn't secure.
Like what?
I don't know. It was a while ago. Like whoever runs it, some lady, she was sharing. I don't know the context of it. It was months ago, but it wasn't. She was sharing it with people, like agencies that wanted it. Like, I mean, it may have been encrypted, but somehow they're able to share that information on the unencrypted side.
Well-
You have to read about it. I don't remember.
Well, the way Signal works, it's encrypted on your device. So when it travels from my device to your device, it's encrypted. And you hold the key and I hold the key to decryption. So when you receive it on your device, it gets decrypted so that you could read it. So if, say, government agency requests from Signal to provide
Right.
the communication from the timeline. So they say, we need all text messages, all communication from November 5th to November 6th or 7th between these two people. Okay. And Signal says, okay, here it is. And all it will show is text message was sent at this day, this time, text message was received, but no content.
It's only encrypted in transit.
That's correct.
I think that they were sharing information on the receiving end through the app of what the context of the text was.
Who was sharing?
Signal. The lady that runs Signal, whoever the fuck the lady is, whatever fucking position she has,
Yeah.
she was someone, like, she wasn't just like doing it for fun. Someone had like asked or someone had subpoenaed or whatever the fuck it was, and that information was given.
But she
I thought it's encrypted in transit because someone can intercept it. But when it's on your account, I think they have access to what is said.
no.
Okay. You know what?
The decryption's only on your device.
After I kick you in the pee-pee,
Okay, so there's like a 16-digit decryption code.
I don't care if it's 24 or
And
8.
if you don't have it, you can't see it. So the only way to get the information, what you send on Signal, is if you have access to someone's phone. So say I hacked into your phone. Say I use what's like some hacking, like Python or something like that. I
Yeah,
forgot the name
sure.
of it.
Bite me in the ass, Python.
Yeah.
The snake bite me in the
So
ass.
there's softwares, there's ways to like hack people's phones. So if I hack into your phone, I can then be able to see what your Signal messages are. But Signal cannot give that information.
Okay, because I have an iPhone and it's much quicker than your piece of shit, I already pulled up this information.
Good.
The Signal encrypted messaging app has been involved in several controversies, including the app's technology was partially funded by a grant from the Open Technology Fund, which was created by Radio Free Asia, an anti-communist information service during the Cold War. The app's origins and relationship with the American intelligence apparatus have raised questions. This app has been used by criminals, including for rioting at the Capitol on January 6th. Turkey has criminalized the app, claiming that it used a fund terrorist activity. Privacy. Signal's ethical stance is that individual privacy must be respected above all else. However, some say that the apps used by criminal and terrorists make it less effective for people it's intended to support. In 2020, Signal released face blurring tool to protect identities. Twilio phishing attack. I don't really care about that. But I thought I don't know where this issue is that I saw about something with the lady sharing something that she was not supposed to, or maybe not even not supposed to, just was allowed to, that we don't know about. But I'm gonna search this.
I'm curious. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Do you know where Signal started from?
I do not.
So,
I mean, I got it from you.
So, the creators of Signals are creators of WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you have WhatsApp?
No,
I do.
So WhatsApp was created by these people for that purpose, with that in mind. Then Facebook bought WhatsApp, and the owner of WhatsApp said, "I will stick around and manage this program, the software, but under one condition, that you would not tap into it and collect data." So over time, I think Mark Zuckerberg broke that agreement, and he realized how he can capitalize on over 2 billion people using WhatsApp around the world. And it is no longer private. So it's secure between WhatsApp and WhatsApp. But Facebook has access to the content and all the information on WhatsApp because now Facebook owns it.
That's probably why he's all in bed with Trump, going to visit him and saying all this bullshit now.
Maybe. It's funny how everybody's nice to Trump now.
Yeah.
So then the creator of WhatsApp is like, fuck this. That's against my view and belief. And so that person left, and he created a nonprofit organization, Signal. So Signal is not a corporation. It's an organization. And they're a nonprofit. So their money is all funded by like donors and stuff like that. Even users like you and I.
Yeah,
so,
I see that pops up every once in a while. Donate.
Yeah. So he left and he said, I will just create another one that's going to be much more secure than WhatsApp. Because do you remember we talked about Jeff Bezos was hacked through WhatsApp?
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos' phone was hacked through WhatsApp. So Signal, it's much more secure than WhatsApp. I think Signal is the most, as far as popularity goes, is the most secure. There's other apps like Session, for example. There's something about matrix communication too. You can set up your own like servers. There's a lot of ways to communicate for privacy, and that's
but
the
not
kind
a lot
of
of
stuff.
people know about Signal.
It's like, yeah, it's unfortunate that bad guys can use these tools, but so can bad guys use cars and fucking bosses and knives and screwdrivers and all kinds of shit. But it's not like I'm just against too much control. That's
but it's also
it's
tied.
like let me have my privacy.
It's also tied to your cell phone number, so that's kind of
Signal. Not anymore.
Well, then maybe that was the controversy that I was reading about.
No, now with Signal you can just use like a username.
Okay, then maybe that's the controversy I was talking about. Like when someone has an account and there's a number, then they have to release that information, and that's tied to you.
Right, but the information they can release, Signal can release tied to that phone number, is when messages were sent, not the content of the message.
But that might be what's not going to happen now with a username. If there's no number input.
Yeah, there's a lot of tools bad guys can use, but doesn't mean
they're always going to find a way. Everybody's going to find a way.
Absolutely. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we need to give up control.
But it's always the people that abide by the rules that get penalized.
I mean, imagine this. Imagine at any time and moment, you have to allow agencies enter your home.
Mm-hmm.
At any time and moment they wanted to. Imagine that. Like, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know?
unfortunately, the fuck that doesn't really matter in some cases. Because if they want to and they've got a subpoena to do so, they're gonna, or a warrant.
No, forget subpoena or warrant. At any time they just walk into your home.
No, I don't know who does that.
No, but imagine if they could. You don't think they would? They would.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah.
Every time we give up more freedom or more rights, you don't get those.
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back.
Well, it's the same thing with taxes. Like, pay taxes on this throughway for 40 years and we'll wipe them out. Fuck no.
Yeah. Well,
It just keeps going.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, we'll get rid of the toll booths,
tolls,
but you're still going to be fucking paying.
Yeah, exactly. They're just not going to call tolls anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
But
bullshit.
they actually got rid of the booths. You're right. They got rid of the booths and
They
put
got
them in
rid of the
fucking
booths, and then now they've those scanners that charge you.
Or like the public library.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we've been paying that thing for fucking 40 years. It's not fucking paid off yet.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be 30 years?
Yeah, exactly. That's just what they do. Because typically the people that are fucking into it 40 years don't remember that 40 years ago was said only 30 years.
Or those people are dead already.
Yeah. No, it's a big fucking scam, all of it.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I just I think we need to just, how about this? Like, incentivize people to help you catch the bad guys. I'm all for it.
But, well, it's got to be phrased right because the vigilante.
No,
justice,
not vigilante. Like, I don't know. Say like, hey, you don't have to
digital. Like, yeah.
Hey, you don't have to pay road tax if you can get us to the guy. Who's the bad guy who does this like child pornography or whatever. I'm like, I'll help you find this.
Or we'll give you like a free year of the Alchemist beer.
Yeah.
If you fucking help us.
Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, is pretty good.
This is a pretty good IPA.
Yeah.
I like the mix. It's
I couldn't find if this was single IPA or double IPA.
This is just regular IPA. This is single IPA.
But the other can did not say either whether it was single or double.
I think double IPA would have a higher ABV. This is 7%.
The other one was 8.
Yeah, so maybe that's a double. Maybe it's a single and a half. I don't fucking know. But I know that our plastic wine glasses hold 3 16 ounces worth of.
What do you think of this beer?
I like it. Like I said, it's a little different. Like we used to drink IPAs quite a bit early on in our show. Then we kind of got away from it. But this one's got a little bit of, I mean, because there's so many other things to taste, like sours and all this. Mm-hmm. But this one's got a little bit of a different flavor that I like. It's like a little more, maybe citrusy. What'd you say was in it?
It tastes, to me, tastes citrusy at first.
But what's it got in it?
It's got the mosaic hop, citrus, and British malts.
Citra hops, but there's got to be other things in it, right?
I mean, maybe, but this is all they say.
I don't know. But this 24 beers of holiday cheer we've been having, that, I mean, there's I think a Beard Tree one, but like a couple of these have these, like they like put pine in it. Like, I don't know if it's how they get the pine is, if it's pine needles or how they fucking filter out. Like, remember we saw it at Buried Acorn? Tim had a bunch of boughs, B-O-U-G-H, boughs from trees. Remember he was making
some branches hanging.
But like, it was fucking good, that one of those beers I had. And this fucking...
I saw a friend send me a video. It's, it was maybe like a home brewer, not like a big brewery, but they took a pine tree, the whole trunk of it, knocked down all the branches, and they cut a channel through the tree's trunk, and they were running their beer through it, like from one filtration to the other.
Get whatever juices or
whatever flavors from, And I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. When
People are very creative ways of making beer.
But this time of year, I mean, any time of year, I suppose, but it's really prevalent this time of year. These sort of nature flavored, pine or some sort of woodsy, spicy, like I was talking about that 2 Xmas beer from Southern Tier. That's got, I think it's got clover in it. Like it just feels and tastes Christmassy.
Southern Tier has been making good beer.
Yeah,
we've been really happy with them. We gotta get in touch with. Was it Aaron? I think that's his name.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Anyways, he works for Southern Tier. We gotta get in touch with him and do an interview.
Well, we got CNY Brewfest coming up here, so maybe we'll see him again.
When is that?
I think it is. So we're not gonna go. If you can still go, we're not gonna go to the Friday one. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the Saturday one.
I wish like the Friday one was more special.
They claim it's supposed to be.
Right, like they make it sound like, and do they charge you more for that?
No, but
they limit to how many tickets, right?
The Friday one, yeah, they limit you because there's.
But not all brewers show up for that one. It's supposed to be like the VIP one.
Yeah, and that's it. You're supposed to get. That's the thing. So there's less people going, so you get more time talking to the brewers.
Right.
But this one,
not all brewers show up for the day.
It's Friday, January 31st, or Saturday, February 1st. So I think we want to go to February 1st if you are able to go to February 1st. Mm-hmm. If you're not able to go to February 1st, how fun go out you? I'll hook up with our SPB guys.
If they're going to go on Saturday.
Yeah, they go on Fridays.
They go on Fridays. The only reason they go on Fridays is because there's less people.
Yeah. I don't mind the more people. I mean,
if we survive New York
Craft Brewers
Festival, you can survive that.
But there's also more breweries on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because we miss a couple people that we talk to that are not there on Friday. I don't know how they pick
I refuse to wear a pretzel necklace.
It's okay. Don't.
I'd rather show up with the pizza.
I'd rather put just like peanuts in my pocket. Peanuts in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. And just you allergic to peanuts?
No. It makes me gag. But if you just put peanuts in your pocket. Yeah. And anyway, so again, we got some other big things coming up we'll announce here maybe in 2 or 3 weeks based on the conversation we had today with a person we talked to on the phone. Angela. Yep. So
yeah, we'll announce that later, but we have a really cool guest coming on soon. I'm actually looking forward to it, and I'm going to leave you guys in suspense.
Yeah, he's a pioneer, right?
Big time.
Yep.
Yeah. And actually something that changed my youngest brother's life. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to tell him about this.
Yep. And a lot of people will know, and they'll be familiar with it. It's not some one-off that you never heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, not so much him, but the premise behind it.
I think he's an important figure, mm-hmm. and I'm reading his book now. Mm-hmm. So
same. So, and then we've got another interview scheduled with 714 Brew.
Yes. She wanted to make some kind of special announcement or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
But
yeah, we were able to acquire some of their beer. Mm-hmm. So she'll tell us which beers to open that day.
So this will all be within the next 3 weeks, I suppose, depending on release dates.
Yeah. Last episode, my
with
friend Jessica was on. That was fun. That was the podcast with friends segment, and she played a role of Frank.
Yeah,
so people
Frank 2.0.
People were texting, "I like Frank 2.0. He's better." But I think she had a lot of fun, and I'm assuming she'll come back again.
Hopefully, she will.
Whenever she's in the mood or has time. But it was really nice of her to just kind of a last minute. I've mentioned to her here and there, and then I was just like, "Hey, you want to come on today?" Mm-hmm. And she's like, or tomorrow. She's like, "Sure." Yeah. And I think that was her first time on the podcast too. Mm-hmm. But overall, I think she had a good time, and looking forward to having her back. And I told her bring friends or whatever, even if she has friends who own like local businesses, we'll be happy to help.
We'll talk to anybody about anything, and maybe once we get more established here, we'll be able to do that with the front sidewalk on the main drag here. We'll figure it out. But
yeah, we're still in a transitional kind of stage here. Our studio's a little bit of a mess. You guys don't see the mess behind it, but behind the cameras.
It's kind of on the right side over
there. I don't know. It looks okay.
Unless your shirt blends with the orange, you're just going to be like a head. You're going to be a head on camera.
I think this was supposed to be like a pastel peach color, not orange.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever.
That's the suits, right? It was like a baby blue and like a pastel peach. Yeah. We just need top hats.
Yeah.
I have the top hat from the outfit, the Halloween one.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That was Thanksgiving. That wasn't Halloween.
But it's around Halloween.
So, yeah, we got some things coming up. We'll announce, hopefully, some big news for us that'll end up being big news for all of our listeners, viewers, followers.
Yeah, I think people will benefit from it, and hopefully we'll reach more listeners too.
And thanks again to everybody. And again, we'll mention the Hopped Up Network. They have us on their website, and there's a lot of other podcasts you should check out on there. And there's a couple that are from New York. Even the Buffalo area.
Yeah,
like WNY
and the Buffalo
Brews.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So I mean, that's just here. There's many more. So check them out. Check us out on there, and Merry Christmas to you, and I hope everybody else has a great holiday, and we'll catch you the week after.
Yeah, and don't forget all the social media, YouTube, Instagram. Appreciate all the people.
A lot of followers lately.
Yeah, appreciate for all the people, for all the new followers that are helping us get to this 3,000. Thank you guys, truly. And we're looking forward. We really want to do this giveaway. Been holding on to this
for like a year.
Cool giveaway. We're trying to give away. So let's get to 3,000 and then do this giveaway contest. It'll be fun. And anything else, Frank?
No, good.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Hey, Hopheads. Frank here.
And Roman. Welcome to Brews and Banter, the podcast where we sip and spill the funniest stories over a cold one.
We're not just brewing laughs and comedy. We also discuss life stories and current events in every episode.
Follow the frolic on our socials, where we brew up more than just banter. Check out Linktree/Brews and Banter for all the goods.
And guess what? We've got a VIP section. Join our Patreon for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes brew secrets, and maybe even a blooper reel or two.
Subscribe, laugh, and unlock the full Brews and Banter experience. Because life is too short for bad beer and boring stories. Cheers.